Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to the spring of Series 15 in Forza Horizon 5. This is a very overdue video, or the first of the set of videos for the festival playlist activities this week. Obviously, I've been a little bit busy with celebrating the arrival of 2023. I hope you've been busy with the same and had some great time. And on the off chance that you didn't complete the challenges for this week yet, with one day to go, here is the video showing the builds and tunes that we used, myself, Chazzy, Marty and El Chafo here in the same convoy. And we did a few runs on this trial with car restrictions being hot hatch in C-Class. I actually tried to go with my usual preference of Honda Civic. It's not the Civic I normally use for the racing, but it's Civic nonetheless, so have to give it a try. Marty was experimenting with his Mini, but in all sessions, whatever we did, Chazzy in his Vauxhall Corsa have been ahead by like a mile. So eventually all of us swapped to this, and we're happy with the performance of the car, with handling of the car and all that. As you can see, we are now occupying first, second and third position between three of us in courses. We are all with different tunes, at least I believe so, but nonetheless the performance is similar between all of us. I spent quite a bit of time in the mess and mix up of the first couple of corners. This is, well, the feature of narrow streets of Guanajuato here on Cathedral circuit. No matter what you do, there's gonna be a pile up. Sometimes you get lucky and kind of sneak in front of everybody just before everybody starts colliding behind you, but that's more of an exception than a rule. In normal conditions you get some of the wreckfest regardless of speeds involved or class. So this is C-Class, the speeds are reasonably low, and nonetheless everybody managed to collide with everyone. I lost count how many collisions I had in this race already in just the first 2 or 3 corners. I'm putting some pressure on El Chapo here as we are coming up to the end of the second lap, but Chazzy is pulling away from both of us. Actually, I just made a mistake, which allowed El Chafa to also increase the gap. That is not brilliant for me, but still okay for the team. I mean, we have 1 to 3 at the moment, which means the scoring is safe regardless of what's happening behind. But nah, a little bit too optimistic on my side. I kind of hope that I can squeeze in a little bit more speed there, but I'm really pressing Chafa here. Yeah, okay, I managed to sneak by, but yeah, with less than 1 lap to go, there's zero chance. Okay, Marty has left the convoy. Something happened. Sometimes real life calls upon us and we have to quit mid-session. That does happen, or maybe that's some kind of technical difficulty. We'll find out later on. After all, I'll find out, but it doesn't change what we do in this trial. Coming up to the finish line of the first race, last lap is ending, yeah, clearly far behind Chazzy, but way ahead of all of the AIs. So a solid win for Team Humans in the car that performs really well and handles really well. So my recommendation for this, and let's go for the second race, see how that goes in Bola 8 circuit. Another tight circuit with a lot of streets. There's a bit more space in it for the most of the duration of the track than in Cathedral, but there are some, or quite a few, slow corners that are even narrower than anything you get in Cathedral. So it's kind of good and bad in comparison, but overall with about the same set of results. Been pushed a little bit wide from behind the right away, but just, yeah, minimize the damage, but the push wasn't really hard. I think everybody else have taken a majority of the damage in that first corner. Luckily it's quite a bit fast, so you don't have to stop all the way, and being pushed just pushes you tiny bit off the racing line, but doesn't actually guarantee you ending in the wall. So here I am leading the human team, but everybody is really close behind. As you can see, we leave no chances to the AI. They kind of put up a little bit of a fight in the first race, but I think that's more due to complexity of the track and the amount of recovery everybody had to do from the collisions earlier on than to the AI. Ooh, I was a little bit too fast passing that AI. Nonetheless, managed to keep the position, and yeah, now leading the race halfway through the lap 2. A bit too hot in this corner as well. This corner that where I drifted sideways is a source of frustration and anger for many players, because on one side you want to brake as late as possible, but also as hard as possible coming into it to make sure you go through safely and carry some speed. But that also means that even a slight hit from behind on the bumper, whether it's by teammate or another AI, will send you straight into the wall and mess everything up. On the other side, you can't really brake any earlier, because that will pretty much guarantee you'll brake check someone and they will hit you, and you won't really go through the corner either way. So basically this one right here. So basically it's one of those corners where you either pray that people or AI behind are a little bit sensible about how they drive and where they drive into, or you create as much of a gap as you can before coming in into that corner, so that nobody has even a chance to mess the race up for you there. And here we are in the end of the last or second and last race of this week's trial. Corsa works absolutely brilliantly. Team Humans wins without any significant effort. And that's it for this trial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.